Right, I've just recorded a 17-minute marathon for another topic, so I'm going to keep this one as short as possible. But I read on Boxing Scene today that the WBC president has been quoted as saying they won't allow Deontay Wilder to defend against another voluntary opponent until he has fought Alexander Povetkin, who's his mandatory. Now, Povetkin is due to fight Mariusz Wach sometime before the end of the year. I think it's in November. So realistically, this fight's most likely going down February, March, April, May of 2016. I think that's a good move from the WBC as long as they stick with it. I don't want to see them giving leniency here. I want to see them enforce their mandatory rule. And I think it's good because I think the public were really starting to get to the end of their tether with Deontay Wilder, and I think really it was bringing the WBC championship into disrepute, this kind of reign of terror he's been having fighting the lowest ranked opponents possible. I really did not want to sit through Deontay Wilder versus Michael Sprott or Deontay Wilder versus Danny Williams next time out. So I'm glad it looks like he's in a real fight. And in my opinion, I make Alexander Povetkin a betting favourite here. I do. I'll tell you why, and I'll keep it in simple terms. Deontay Wilder is easy to hit. His defence is poor. He can't block a jab. I feel he's uncomfortable when being hit to the body. And I fundamentally feel that he's quite uncomfortable when someone really brings the pressure and puts it on him. Now, Povetkin is exactly the kind of guy to do that. He's a shorter, powerful heavyweight who's going to come forward with a lot of aggression. And I genuinely think that this guy hits hard enough to knock Wilder out. I really do. Look at the way Povetkin took out Manuel Charr. Look at the way he took out Carlos Takam. Look at the way he took out Mike Perez in the first round. Yeah, Mike Perez, before that fight, I would have considered him to have one of the top chins in the heavyweight division. Deontay Wilder, I don't think he's got the top chin in the heavyweight division. Although, to be fair to him, after the fights against Stiverne and De Hapaz, his chin probably is better than I originally thought. I think, though, we can all agree that if Povetkin's able to land on Deontay Wilder like he landed on Mike Perez, most likely it's going to be lights out for Deontay Wilder. And whilst Deontay Wilder's improved of late, there were still such defensive frailties to his game in his more recent fights, Molina and De Hapaz, that I think a guy as experienced as Povetkin, who's fought at the top level for so long, who's got an Olympic gold medal, is going to be able to find those gaps. And I think when he does, he's going to be able to knock Deontay Wilder out. The only thing I would say is, for me, Povetkin fought very poorly against Vladimir Klitschko. And I think in that fight, the height dynamic was so relevant. If Deontay Wilder can keep this fight at range and close Alexander Povetkin down on the inside, then he's got a chance. Povetkin's got an excellent chin. He went the distance against Vladimir. I don't see Deontay Wilder knocking Povetkin out. I really don't. I think Povetkin is pretty rock solid in terms of his chin. But I think Deontay Wilder could potentially have some success with the long 1-2 if he can keep Povetkin out of range. And his movements improve slightly. If he can kind of stay from range, not let Povetkin close him down and wheel around him, he may have some success. The reason I think that's less likely is Vladimir Klitschko was so successful because of his holding and wrestling tactics. Vladimir's experience and his strength was key in that fight. Deontay Wilder, I see him as a skinny, leaner type of athlete than Vladimir Klitschko. And I don't think he's got the experience of dealing with guys like Alexander Povetkin. I don't think he's going to have the cool head and calm experience to grab and to hold Alexander Povetkin like Vladimir Klitschko did. So I think that if it went to points, whilst Deontay Wilder would have a very good chance of being ahead on the scorecards, I just think that Povetkin's going to be able to get in on the jab. Wilder's not going to be able to control him inside. And I do think Wilder's too open, he backs up too straight, his stance is too wide, and he doesn't know how to block basic punches. I do think Povetkin with his power is going to be able to knock him out. Fair play to the WBC for this ruling. Let's hope they stand by it. It's one that I don't want to see flexibility on this occasion. Let's hope Povetkin comes through his battle with Mariusz Wok, and let's hope we can get this on early 2016. A heavyweight title fight, really to get excited about. Let me know your thoughts. As always, many thanks for watching.